Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to use Adaptive Insights to run your monthly SNAP reports, which will compare your budgeted expenses to your actual expenses. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to log in. And once you log in, you're hopefully going to see this dashboard. And if you don't, you can give me a call and I can walk you through it. But basically, first thing I'm going to do, I just want to switch over my version to the test actuals. You will be in the fiscal year budget 15 version going forward, but I just want to get into a test area. And if you don't see this dashboard, hover over the menu, go to dashboards, and then select Project Home Dashboard, and you'll see this dashboard. And this will have some good information on here and some other reports over here. And this particular video that you are watching now may link it in here directly, and there may be some other training videos in here. But what you're going to do is you're going to go over to the right side where it says Snap Report, and you're going to click that. Now once this pops up, you want to look at your Snap for a certain period. So I'm going to pick November 2014, and then you want to pick whatever project you have access to. And that is dependent on your user ID inside of Adaptive Insights. So for instance, since I'm an administrator and this is test data, I'm going to look at this project. You're going to click Run Report. Now, when it first pops up, my notes will be at the bottom. Any notes that have been made before will be at the bottom. So what I want to do is click Notes, Display Inline. So by doing that, you see how I brought that note? I'll go back up to Notes, Display as Footnotes. All of your inline general ledger code comments that you've made, I'm over budget, I'm under budget for this reason, they all show up as footnotes at the bottom. By going to the top for Notes, Display Inline, I can see my note right here. Now, if this is a clean instance of this report, I should be able to add my own note. I right mouse click on the general ledger, on the account item, the general ledger code and description, and I should be able to add a line note. But because the parameters of the report have changed from me looking at it or another user using this template, meaning the project ID or the month has changed, I'm going to actually have to go up here to save and actually save a fresh instance for myself. Now once I do that, I can right mouse click and add a line note. And click OK. And then my line note is here. Now I cannot edit this note. I can edit my own note. I can delete my own note. I can in fact delete that person's note, but I don't want to do that. And once I'm sort of done commenting on my items, it auto saves for me so I don't have to do anything else. And if I click this yellow triangle, I can hide that note. If I go back up here, I can click hide all notes there. I can do show notes. I can move them down into the footnote area. I can even add a report note in for the overall report. And the report note will always stay at the bottom as a report note. So I'm going to click on Display Inline, and I want to do one other thing. I want to edit mine. Because what I want to do is I want to put in the month and the year to keep my note tied to that period. Because when you have more than one period across your axis, when you're adding notes into this report template, they are all going to show up. They're all going to show up with a date and or the user ID and timestamp, but this is going to show up at the bottom. So you want to make sure that your note has some indicator of when you put it in. So here's my timestamp with my date. Here's this user's timestamp with that date. You can change the period if you want to. Change the project ID if you have access to another one, and click the arrow and it will rerun the report for you. It auto saves as I mentioned, and that's really all you need to do. So basically, that's a quick overview of how to run your monthly SNAP report in Adaptive Insights. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.